Hello guys and welcome. This is your health talk show and today we are at Entim Sidai Wellness and Spa Sanctuary and I know you're going to enjoy today's topic. So picture this. You go to your local mama mboga or the grocery section at the supermarket. You pick up some fruits, some vegetables, and just as you're about to cook when you get home, you find that about half of them are rotten. Or you find that your fruits are sour. I know most of you guys, especially Jamas like me, don't really know how to go about picking the right fruits and which one is fresh, which one is not. And that's going to be our topic for today. So let's join these lovely ladies who will help us now in finding out what are the do's and don'ts in picking the right types of fruits.
I know a lot of times, I know our mothers have taught us, how when you go to the marketplace, how you need to finya the nyanya to know whether it's ripe.
Look at the color.
There's a way we've been taught, but in the recent past, there's been a lot of frustration. I know personally for me when I go to the market, not even in the marketplace, those guys who sell apples along the road.
Or the ones who sell
grapes.
On
you
traffic.
buy, and then you go at home and you're like, or even avocados. I've had moments when I've bought an avocado, I've been convinced by the mama mboga, like this one is a good one. And then you go home and you open it apart and it's like, oh my goodness, it's overripe or it's spoiled. So or it's just a seed. Let's not even go there. But anyway,
place in hell,
a special place,
for such people.
Can you help us know how to pick some of these vegetables when you go to the marketplace?
Sure. But first of all, I think it's important that when we go to the market or supermarket to buy, we need to be very patient. Because in most cases, you're from work, you just want to go to the house, you just go and pick these things without paying much attention, okay? For like now, the green leafy vegetables, like we have spinach here. Like what we have here is not very fresh because you can see it started to wrinkle. Because the stalk needs to be firm, and then you can see the leaves are they need to be very fresh. So like the leaves have bubbles, how they normally look, all huge, and then they're not supposed to have a lot of spores or spots. And then not yellow. Like now for the skuma wiki, it's mostly a culprit because some of them are normally yellow and you don't know if you should just go ahead and cook them or not. So those are some of the things that you need to look at.
I know also for like the spinach or the kales, they also recommend don't buy the ones that you see like this ones, the leaves are broken.
Yes. So it needs to be very full,
Yes.
And then it's also important to know where you're buying your vegetables from, okay? Then now for things like the peppers, so they need to be very firm. So you can feel it and it's hard, it's not soft. If it feels soft, it also means that it's been there for a while. It's not very perishable. These ones are very good for preparing salad. Okay.
But what I know though is that when the red ones begin to become overripe, the color begins to change.
It changes color.
Yes. So you want to go for the
it doesn't now
red.
look. Yes.
Deep red color.
It needs to be very bright
Yes.
as it is. Okay. Yes.
What about these grapes? Especially the ones that they sell, they usually have this sort of tinge of white on them.
That means it's very ripe, it's okay to eat. And then the grapes shouldn't pluck off easily, okay? So they need to be firm. So if it starts to fall off, it means that they're more than ripe. And also the main stalk, can we call it stalk, needs to be green the way this one is, okay? And then it shouldn't be very brittle. As the grapes continue to ripen, they lose water. So they don't look very succulent. So they won't be even as tasty. Okay. Then for storage, this you can store over the counter on the top, or you can refrigerate them 3 to 5 days. Same case with the peppers. For vegetables, let's try to buy them as we use to avoid from cutting and then washing, parboiling and then freezing, because it tends to lose the nutritional value. Okay. Same case with carrots as well. So the harder it is, the fresher it is. So when you buy them, you wash them and then you dry. Make sure they're dry. So it dries completely, then you put them in a brown bag. You can also put them in a plastic bag, but don't seal it. Because what happens with mostly fruits and vegetables, they have ethylene gas, which normally makes now the product to mature. So now it's going to ripen and then faster. Okay. Also, same case with tomatoes. Carrots can stay even up to 5 days or even more,
Yeah,
so
even
long
a
as
week.
even a week.
Yes.
Okay, the ones have no problem. So when you're buying tomatoes, tomatoes ripen even after harvesting. So if it's red, it means it's okay. And then when you're buying, it should be firm.
Yeah,
Okay, not soft.
Yeah.
And then also when you're carrying them, make sure that you don't, like if it's the carrots plus tomatoes, that the tomatoes are not on top. The carrots are not on top of the tomatoes, so that they don't get pressed. Because when they get pressed now, then there's a lot of water, and then now it gets spoiled faster. Then you can refrigerate them and the the bottom part. And then when it goes bad, you'll see it will start getting black spots.
You've spoken about ripening and when they're harvested. What about citrus fruits like oranges and?
Oh, the lemons, pineapples. When they're being harvested, they need to be harvested at the right time. If they are harvested before maturity, they won't be sweet. So that's so
Won't
for.
they keep ripening after?
No. After harvesting, that's it. So they need to be harvested at the right time. So if an orange is bitter, it's bitter. You won't store it and then
It will become sweeter with time.
No. And then now when they're out there for a long period of time, we don't refrigerate. Okay, if you want, you can for like a week. Then when it gets hard, it means now it's even lost the juice, so it's no longer succulent. So you don't even enjoy. Then we have different varieties. We have the very orange. We have the kienyeji. It's green, not green.
Yeah, actually, these ones I got them from my mom's shamba, and it's funny because you for a lot of people, especially men,
I
you'd pass.
just think this is green, this is orange.
So this one is ripe.
The only sense we use when choosing vegetables is sight.
Yeah, but actually, in real sense, they are green oranges, which are actually quite ripe and quite good. So thank you, Mama, for these oranges.
More senses.
Yes, more senses.
Then for pineapples, same case. Some people, what they do, they normally pluck this leaf. So if it comes out easily, it means it's okay.
It's right.
With pineapples, I don't think the color matters. Because you'll find some pineapples are more of yellow on the bottom and greener, and they're okay. And the ones like from Kampala are normally green completely. And if you cut them, they're very, very sweet. Okay? Yeah, so for this case, color doesn't really matter. And then here, your trusted source. You just don't buy pineapples from just anyone. So if you know someone normally brings legit like sweet pineapples, you get from them. So
what about bananas?
Bananas.
I'm sure, even though I'm bad at picking fruits, this one doesn't look good. This one doesn't look good.
It's very, very ripe. Okay.
Yes.
So we also have different types of bananas, but generally the banana will turn yellow uniformly. Not one place is green and then another place has black spots. So even from the stalk, okay? So it's normally uniform. And then for like such bananas, ones that are very ripe, what you can do, just freeze them, then you can use them to bake or to cook like some type of mokimo where people put bananas and rahe. Okay, so you just don't waste. But when you freeze bananas, the skin will turn completely black.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that it's spoiled. Yeah. Even plantains are like that.
Yes.
So plantains will turn, they'll also change color.
Okay.
Then if you don't want to cook them at that point, you can freeze them. And then now you can bake them. You can boil. You just do what you prefer.
And I know with bananas, they're the ones that are just completely yellow without spots. But apparently here, you want a few black spots for it to be sweet. Is that true?
Yeah, because as the banana sweetens, the more sugar it gets. Yeah, as it ripens rather.
As it ripens.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to go for just a few black spots, but not
Not
extremely black.
Not black.
Black.
All right.
Because when you peel that one, you'll find it has a different color. It's not really white.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Okay.
All right.
Then for apples, same case, should be feel firm. We have the very red apples, the green ones. These ones are called pink lily. So the base, you should see more of yellow. Okay.
Yeah.
And then if it feels soft, it means it's more than ripe. you cut it open. The color of the seeds needs to be brown. If it's white, it's not yet. It wasn't mature. Those are some of the ways of telling.
So for instance, this one you just make sure it's firm, and then
just cut it. We see.
All right. Okay. So you want to make sure you get these brown
Yes.
seeds. All right. So that's when you know it's good to eat.
Yeah, and then when you cut the apple open, after a few minutes, it normally turns brown.
Yes.
It means it's been oxidized, but it doesn't mean it's bad. You can still eat. We normally throw that part out.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about
avocado?
yes, the fruits
Avocado.
that many people like to abuse?
Yes. We
Avocado
have
is life.
it is life in itself.
So for the avocado, you need to feel it. So if it feels soft, but don't be very rough, Nadra.
Yeah, Mama Mboga will be like, usifinye sana, don't press it too much. Just, and they'll convince you it's actually ripe.
Yeah.
So beyond just looking at it and maybe just lightly pressing it, what other signs can we look out for?
There is where the bud is. So if it comes off easily, it means it's okay.
Okay.
If
the top?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And apparently here, if it's a bit darker or black, then it means it's overripe.
Yes. And then if it starts to turn black, it means that it's way ripe. Okay, so you'll cut it out.
This one is black.
So this one you feel it.
Oh,
No,
this
I'm
one
talking
you
about
more-
this
the
one.
green ones.
green
And the
ones.
green
Okay,
ones normally turn black. So this one you feel, and then look at,
as well.
yes, and then cut it and enjoy.
All right.
Okay.
And I think the final piece we have here is a kiwi.
So our kiwi needs to feel soft. Okay.
But at the same time, a bit firm.
And a bit firm, okay? So this one, just cut it out. It's normally green inside, and then you can just enjoy. Take a spoon and remove the pulp and eat the flesh rather.
Yeah. Wow, Wanjiko. So from what I'm gathering here, as my mother used to say, use your senses, the 5 senses. So I think we've talked about the sense of touch,
Touch.
where you get to feel, which one are we feeling? Yeah, tender, tough, hard.
firmness.
Then there's the
Sight,
sight,
which
yeah.
is what we
Seeing
all depend
bananas.
Sometimes color, yeah, the tomatoes.
Spots.
Yes, the spots, yeah, the freckles. And third sense is smell.
Bananas smell.
Yeah, bananas, you can smell them to know whether it's overripe. Apparently,
Even
here,
pineapples.
pineapples as well.
Okay.
When they're overripe
Yeah.
or when they're just okay, you
You'll
can
be
get
able
the
to
smell.
Or even bad fruits. I mean, if something has gone bad,
Yeah,
you'll
you'll
be
be able to smell.
Yeah.
And then there's the other sense for tasting.
Tasting.
Yeah, tasting now
Oranges.
unless at home
There's
when
a
you go
pineapple.
Or
home.
the mangoes that we get from
The Mama Mboga, yeah.
Even watermelon. When
Yeah.
you're going to buy, they
Oh,
normally
they have the slices
cut a
cut
small
already.
part,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
you just
You
taste.
taste.
Also, watermelon, people normally
The last
hit
sense,
it.
which
Yes.
is hearing.
Is the way you tap it. So if it has like a hollow sound,
You can be able to know
yeah,
whether
it's mature. But then also the color at the base,
bottom,
yes, at the bottom.
Yeah, you want
it's
it-
more of yellow than it's ripe.
But well, yeah, I think that is it. We do hope that you've very informative. Thank you so much, Wanjiko. But we do hope that for our viewers, you've gotten to enjoy these episodes, this particular episode, and we hope that when you go to the marketplace, no more disappointment when it comes to
Yes.
picking.
Yes, Jamas. Now go show off your skills.
Yes, go show off, your skills to your girlfriend, to your wife, But we do hope that you've gotten something out of this and you'll be able to pick out the best vegetables when you go out to the marketplace. But otherwise, thank you so much for joining us. We do hope that you'll get to join us in more episodes that we'll prepare. Remember to subscribe to our channel at Your Health Kenya, all across our social media platforms. On Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, to join
Like
in the
us,
conversation.
comment.
That is right. Like us, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. Tell us what more episodes that you would like us to get to talk about when it comes to health and wellness. But until next time, it is a goodbye. See you in our next episode.